because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make
Minnesota's defense is just so vanilla. Like, they're like Seattle's defense. They're so predictable and so vanilla.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard.
That's the second time Tomlinson has gone through my double team. We're going to have to start doubling Tomlinson, number 94. He's getting through Allen and Edwards.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. On first down, Henderson.
There we go.
51 yards.
Oh, now Tomlinson's hurt. That's big.
That is Tomlinson who is down. Boy, not what they want to see.
That is big for them.
Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Let's run right up that middle while he's out. We're going to run right up there at 92.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them.
Okay, they're in man.
Their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And this is going to turn into
They're just so damn predictable. You can tell what they're doing almost immediately.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
I think they're in man again.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
No.
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
I got hit as I threw.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the fourth.
Not only did he fall down and completely lose his momentum, but he got up and ran for another 30 yards. Wow. That's a game wrecker right there.
That you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the interception, Cousins.
Let's go.
Too much that time as Cousins goes down. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here?
Okay, we knocked them out of field goal range. If we can keep them.
The entire game, but as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins.
No, if we can knock them out of field goal range, we got this.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins.
No. Not even a field goal off that turnover. Let's go D. What a game.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. That one sails out.
Now all we really got to do is run the clock and then kick a field goal. And they're not going to have enough time to score a touchdown.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized.
So we'll just run the ball, shoot clock, and kick a field goal.
It's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose.
We'll go to shoot clock tempo.
They want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Oh, number 94 is back in the game, so we're going to have to double him again.
They'll run on first down.
And he still got through.
And just not much to be had there.
He still got through.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Stafford finding Jefferson there. First down, LA. On first down, Henderson.
Look at the blocking.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Henderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given.
Run that ball.
They've needed a big run, a first down.
Run right up that middle.
They've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That was a big penalty.
They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Play action, Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods.
Wow.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
What a conversion.
3 yards that time.
That was big. What a connection. Harrison Smith was right on him, too. He had almost no separation. It was just perfectly placed ball.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
They're going to start calling timeouts now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here's second and 10. On the handoff, it's Michel. Down to about the 22 here. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
3rd and inches.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Henderson will try and run for the first. And they've got it inside the 10.
Game over.
At the 8. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Game
They'll be
over.
Disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run here with Henderson. And he's going to
I actually didn't want to score. I just want to milk that clock.
That's a gain of 7. And
Let's go into kneel down now.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now in this situation,
Going to kneel down.
be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
No, I don't want that. There we go.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
Yeah, we're just going to kneel.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point.
Did I need the field goal? No, but it makes the score look a little bit more pretty.
So the LA Rams
Great game.
Victory here. And we talked
that was
so
fun.
Much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Los Angeles, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore.
I don't even think Kirk Cousins hit Justin Jefferson at all today. I think he was pretty much erased.
Now a sub-500 season.
Good game, though. I knew that game was going to be tough. We still haven't locked up home field advantage. Let's look at the standings. I don't want schedule. Where's the standings? Where would it be? I thought there would just be a way to just view the standings, but it doesn't appear that there is, which kind of seems like an oversight. Because I want to see if who's the number 2 seed? Carolina. What's Carolina's record? Doesn't really seem like there's any way I can view Carolina's record. No, that's stats. Just going to have to go into Carolina's schedule and view it manually. Less than ideal. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They have 13 wins. So they technically still could get home field advantage. Actually, I don't think they could, because then it goes to division record. Doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and play. Let's use our staffing points. And we'll go ahead and do our weekly strategy. Obviously, the goal will be to contain Lamar Jackson, of course. Defensively, they have Calais Campbell, don't they? Yeah, we're going to run inside. Gotta nullify him. Okay, we got some fatigue piling up here. Let's go ahead and look at our scouting, I suppose. See how that's going. Even though we don't really have any picks until like the 5th round this year. Of course, with the Von Miller trade and the Matthew Stafford trade, kind of all of our high, quote unquote, high draft picks said goodbye to us. But maybe next year in the draft we'll have a little bit more fun. All right, let's play.
In the 7 times the Rams and Ravens have matched up, LA has only won twice. Week 17 brings you the latest matchup in the series. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
All right, as always, this game is going to be dictated on turnovers. If we can not turn the ball over, we will win. If we can force them to turn the ball over, we will win.
We go from M&T Bank Stadium. Jackson now to return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions. Yeah.
Disregard that, guys. That was my fiance making a loud noise in the background.
But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On the handoff, Henderson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he fires.
I don't know what that was.
So Charles, for this offense,
a little bit too far for Higbee and too far for Woods.
Chances early in the year, you thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this.
Okay, I'm going to line up and go for this. It's risky.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford escaping the pressure right.
Oh, yeah. Deshaun Jackson is just too fast for Elliott. News did come out today that Deshaun Jackson was released by the LA Rams. So what we'll probably do is go ahead and release him as well, just to keep realism.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson, and he'll work this forward for
even though I love to have Deshaun Jackson on my team.
The numbers a week ago
we want to keep this franchise as realistic as possible.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the game is open,
touchdown LA! Robert Woods, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Couldn't have started better. Could not have started better.
Successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
All right.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay.
Ooh.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit.
Okay, let's do our matchups here. Option, we're going to go conservative, because we want to focus on the quarterback option.
Come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now it's Jackson. Slings it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 105 yards.
We're going to use a lot of our big formations.
You know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in to talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens. off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll find once more.
Surprised he caught that.
There on first. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Let's play some spy.
Oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over.
Play some spy on these guys.
Accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
I'm going to favorite that. I think it's favorited.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 29. It's a 5.
And they're running. They're running roughshod over us right now.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he will have the first before he's brought down.
Of course, in real life, the Ravens wouldn't have J.K. Dobbins on their roster. Or, yeah, because he would be on injured reserve. But you know what? We're going to cut him a break.
It's a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position.
Damn, that was a quick first quarter.
Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it.
This game is going to go flying by if both teams run the ball like that.
Maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as they've got it 2nd and 7. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Jackson.
Ooh.
It's complete.
Lucky.
The Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
I'll take that.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
Pistol weak slot open.
It'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Right here.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And
nice.
This play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, perfect. That's what we wanted.
At the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting.
They're in a need to pass situation.
Executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And it's caught.
Dude, Burgess, you almost just
leads to a 4th and goal.
Crapped the bed, man.
May just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal.
Yeah, I'll take those points.
Darn good.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game Their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been
Who
able
is
to take
that?
advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he's taken